Hi, my name is Oscar and I'm a scientist. Today I have a slightly different video than usual. Typically we cover topics related to EB2 NIW or EB1, and lately I've been interviewing people with successful cases on EB2 NIW, and that's great. It helps with motivation. You also learn what you should do when you're preparing your own case, and you see cases of people that use lawyers versus cases that didn't use lawyers, do-it-yourself applicants. But today we're going to the very opposite side of the story. We're going to see cases that failed. And of course, it's not very easy to find people to come on camera and talk about a negative experience. So we're going to dive deep in the USCIS website and look for cases to show, to display. That is going to be a learning because we can see what didn't work so we don't replicate those mistakes. And this, I thought about it many times, but today I was reading a comment from a viewer, Nicolas posted in this approval rate video that you can check out here. I'll leave a link, that it would be interesting to see a case that was rejected. And he was mentioning that, you know, the theory that I propose here for a calculation for the success rate seems to be very high, that the probability of getting a case approved is high. And yes, that seems to be the case. There may be reasons for that. I'll cover that in a different video. So he was interested to see what are those cases that didn't make it through the finish line. So today we're going to start that series and we'll continue some other day, but we're going to start with cases that failed on the very first step of the process, which is the evaluation of the general EB2 requirements, either advanced degree or exceptional ability. In other videos, we're going to cover the matter of Danazar that we have here on the right side. Those three prongs are also extremely important, but today we're going to start by the beginning, by this EB2 general requirement. If you want to learn more about the requirements for this EB2 NIW, go and check this video that I will leave here about the matter of Danazar. And without further ado, let's start. So I have two cases for you today. The first one concerns a person that wants to work as a policeman, and he or she has an accounting degree. So I took these cases again from the USCIS website. I'll leave a link directly to that case so you can read the whole document, but I took bits and pieces for these slides so I don't bore you to death today. So in this case, the petitioner, a police investigator, seeks classification as a member of the professions holding an advanced degree. Okay, that's important. We are covering that first portion of the requirements. Then they go on and they describe what happens. This person got another fee, then this person appealed. Basically what happened during that process, that they consider that the petitioner did not establish that they qualify for the EB2 classification with an advanced degree. And moreover, they did not provide any evidence regarding exceptional ability. Remember that you can have one or the other, advanced degree or exceptional ability. This person seems that they went for advanced degree only. On a second appeal, the petitioner asserts that he cannot, actually we know that it's a he cannot understand the assessment in the director's decision, mainly to the requirement about my training and its applicability, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the record contains a photocopy of a degree from a foreign university that granted the petitioner a bachelor's degree in accounting sciences. Okay, and the petitioner provides a credential evaluation report showing that this is equivalent to a bachelor in accounting, any bachelor that an American university will grant. If you want to learn more about these evaluation reports, I have a video on it. I'll leave a link here. So this is very important. This person established that he has a bachelor degree in accounting. Okay, so they accept that. Let's continue. However, the petitioner didn't identify the proposed occupation in the form I-140, and that's fine. Usually in the petition we talk extensively about what we plan to do in the US. So, however, in a statement submitted in support of the petition, the petitioner summarized his work experience in the role of an inspector and investigator in the civil police. And he also talks about the prospective endeavors. Commitment will be to fight crime in accordance with the law. Basically what they are doing in this portion of the letter is saying this person is a policeman. Okay? They are just using a lot of language here, but that's what they are saying. Although the petitioner explains how his bachelor's degree in accounting related to his former career in accounting, the petitioner does not explain how his bachelor's degree in accounting is in the specialty of police investigation. And this is the key aspect of this denial of this case. Here they say, they talk about the law. In many places on these appeals they really reference the law and the regulations, and it says both the bachelor's degree and the experience must be in the specialty. Because the record does not establish that the petitioner has a bachelor's degree in the specialty, police, he cannot qualify for the second preference classification as an advanced degree professional. So therefore they will not even continue evaluating this person's profile, evaluating the 3 prongs of the matter of Danasar, because he did not establish the general EB2 requirement. So my message for you, because today is about learning from these failed cases, if you choose the advanced degree route, ensure that your degree is related to your proposed endeavor. Always the degree has to be related to your occupation, not the past occupation, the future occupation that you're telling the USAS that you want to do in the United States, what we call the endeavor. So if you want to be a policeman, any studies that you provide should be related to your duties as a policeman. It could be a degree on crime investigation, or even private investigation, something that has something to do, and then you can argue in your letter that they are tightly related. Okay, and that's what I'm going with here. In case of doubts, if there's something like you don't have something as obvious as, okay, I want to be a journalist and I have a degree in journalism. If you have something a little bit different but still related, make sure that you explain it on your petition. That's why we write petitions, because we want to argue things. So this first case is very important because it covers the very first part of the process, and if you don't get that right, you see that they will stop evaluating there. So it doesn't matter how solid your endeavor is, how you are very well positioned for it, how good for the United States your endeavor is, it won't matter. You didn't pass the cut, okay? So let's go with the second case for today. The second case is an aviation pilot, and also very recent published case from March 2023. So the petitioner, an airline pilot, seeks second preference immigrant classification as an individual of exceptional ability. So this is similar than the other, but instead of doing advanced degree, this person is going on exceptional ability. So initially the petition was denied because the petitioner had not established eligibility as an individual of exceptional ability. Now, I really like this case because we learned a very important lesson. We'll see. The director found that the petitioner met 3 of the 5 claim categories of evidence. So remember that under the exceptional ability rule, we have to go through the 5 categories or criteria that the policy manual has for EB2, and we have to meet at least 3. We can meet more, but at least we have to meet 3. Okay, but so they are saying he met those 3. The director conducted a finals merit determination and concluded that he did not possess a degree of expertise significantly above that ordinarily encountered in the sciences, arts of businesses. And here I have to make a quick break. So there are 5 criteria, you have to meet at least 3, but that doesn't guarantee that you will get that you will meet this exceptional ability route, because the way they look at this is in a two-step evaluation. The first step is looking at the criteria. Do you meet at least 3 of those criteria? And then you will qualify or not. But then they go to step 2 and they look at the overall profile that you're providing, that description that you're providing in your petition. And they ask the question, are you significantly above the profile that is encountered in your profession? If the answer is yes, then you qualify as a person of exceptional abilities. If the answer is no, then the same happens like the person that we saw earlier, that they will stop evaluating at that point because you don't meet the EB2 general requirement. So on appeal, the petitioner argues that he also meets the criteria for salary. So what this person is doing is, instead of focusing on how to show that he is indeed above average, he is just adding more criteria to the list, hoping that they will approve the case because he meets many of the criteria. So he adds the salary, and I think he adds other things as well. So the petitioner provided evidence showing that he completed, actually they go back and reevaluate all the criteria, now with the salary criteria also. So this person provided evidence that he completed a certain program in a school in Brazil in 2005, submitted different courses for piloting, training programs. However, the petitioner did not demonstrate how the professional achievements set him apart from other airline pilots. So this is important. You not only have to make a list of what you achieve in terms of education, training, and so on, you have to demonstrate that you are above the average. That's a super important detail here. Although the evidence indicates his approximately 20 years of experience as pilot, the petitioner did not show how he has obtained a level of expertise significantly above other pilots. Again, the same issue. The record as a whole does not establish that the petitioner's eligibility as an individual of exceptional ability. So he satisfied 3 of the initial categories of evidence, but the record does not demonstrate that the petitioner has obtained a degree of expertise significantly above that ordinarily encountered in the sciences, art, of business. So again, this person met the 3 criteria. He actually added 1 more for salary. I didn't cover it here, but actually they declined that one because he didn't compare his salary to other people. He just gave salary numbers, but you always have to show my salary versus everyone else in my occupation and how mine is higher than the rest. So he didn't do that. So he still had 3 categories out of 5, which is what you have to have, but he didn't prove that his skills, his profile, his expertise was above average in his occupation. And without doing that, then you're not going to be considered a person of exceptional ability, and they are not going to proceed to evaluation of your profile in terms of the matter of balance. Take home message. When going through the exceptional ability route, you need to satisfy at least 3 criteria and show that your expertise is well above average. Okay? That's a critical point here. So I do hope you do like these cases that I'm showing you guys. We're going to have more in the coming days. We're going to see more failed cases. I think you can learn a lot from others that went through this process unsuccessfully, so you don't have to have the same experience. You can avoid yourself some issues, some drama, and you save some time and money. Okay? By the way, appealing a case like these people are doing is not trivial. You have to submit a new fee. It's not free. You have to submit a new fee. It takes many months, up to a year or a little bit over that. And typically it's quite high to win that appeal. So generally it's advisable to actually resubmit the petition, remake the petition in a way that fulfills the requirements. So with that being said, I do have some news. I'm now on Instagram with an Oscar's Green Card account, so I'll be very happy if you join me. I have a few followers so far, so I'm up for more activity. I will be posting some information about our green card category, EB2 NIW, about EB1. I'll have some reels, some videos, some memes. That's something that I don't do on YouTube. We're going to have some fun there, and I'm going to keep you posted about what happens with things like Visa Bulletin every month. Okay. And of course, my website is still open for you, eb2niw.info. I have a lot of posts there. I put a lot of information. You have my I-140 petition you can download, adjustment of status, my ebook, and lately I have my EB2 NIW course, a comprehensive course that will walk you through all the steps you need to craft a very solid, successful petition. And it includes, of course, my I-140 petition as well. It's something that it doesn't exist out there, something unique, and I think is going to benefit a lot of people that are really serious about a do-it-yourself EB2 NIW application. So with that being said, as usual, I would like to take a second to thank you for your support, for being here, for sharing my videos, for joining my Instagram now, and I'll see you around, and I wish you, as usual, good luck in your EB2 NIW journey.